There comes a moment in life when we pause and realize that change doesn't always come from grand revolutions, but from simple, repeated actions done with awareness. The path to peace and clarity is not hidden in faraway mountains or ancient texts. It's right here, within the rhythm of your daily life. The habits you nurture become the architects of your destiny. Each morning, your mind wakes either to chaos or calm. Your thoughts decide which path you follow. By cultivating 5 sacred habits, you begin to align your life with inner harmony. These practices do not demand wealth, fame, or luxury. They ask for presence, patience, and sincerity. They teach you to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to live deliberately. Transformation is not a sudden awakening. It's the result of daily devotion to awareness. When these habits take root, you will begin to notice a quiet strength growing inside you, a peace that no storm can disturb, and a joy that no circumstance can steal. The first habit that can change your life forever is waking up early to meet the silence before the world begins. There is something profoundly sacred about those early hours, when the sun has yet to rise, when the world still sleeps, and your mind is untouched by noise or distraction. It is during this time that the mind is most open, most still, and most connected to the essence of life itself. Waking early is not just about discipline. It's about alignment. Aligning your body and spirit with the natural rhythm of the universe. The stillness of dawn allows you to hear the quiet voice within, the one drowned out by the rush of the day. When you rise before the sun, you give yourself the gift of presence. You are not reacting to the world. You are preparing yourself to meet it with calmness and clarity. In this silence, you can meditate, breathe, or simply sit in gratitude for another day of life. This practice grounds you. It centers your thoughts and slows the restless energy that so often drives people to act without awareness. Slowly, you begin to feel a shift within, a gentleness, a quiet power, and a deeper understanding of yourself. Those early hours are like fertile soil for your intentions. When you plant your thoughts in that silence, they grow with purity and purpose. The decisions you make, the words you speak, the way you carry yourself throughout the day, all become reflections of the peace you found in the morning. By waking up early, you create time for what truly matters: your mind, your body, and your spirit. You begin to see that success is not measured by how fast you move, but by how centered you remain as you move. Many chase the world's noise before hearing their own heartbeat. But the wise learn to listen before they speak, to still themselves before they act. This habit of rising early teaches patience and discipline, but beyond that, it reveals a simple truth: inner peace cannot be found in the world. It must first be discovered in silence. Each sunrise becomes a reminder that life offers a new beginning every single day, and how you greet it determines the kind of life you will live. The second habit that can transform your life is practicing mindfulness in every action, no matter how small. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in the moment, of doing one thing with your whole heart and awareness. It may seem simple, but in today's world, it is one of the rarest practices. Most people live in a state of distraction, eating while thinking about work, walking while scrolling through their phones, listening while planning what to say next. The mind is constantly running ahead or behind, rarely resting in the now. But life itself only exists in this very moment. When you learn to be mindful, even ordinary actions become sacred. When you eat, you taste the food fully. When you walk, you feel the ground beneath your feet. When you speak, your words carry intention and kindness. This presence brings peace to the mind because it stops the endless noise of overthinking. Each mindful breath teaches you that peace is not something to be found elsewhere. It is something you create within. When you are fully aware of your actions, you stop reacting out of habit or emotion and begin responding with understanding. That shift, though small, changes everything. Mindfulness also deepens your connection to others. You begin to listen without judgment, to see people as they are, not as your mind imagines them to be. You start to appreciate simple things, the sound of rain, the warmth of sunlight, the rhythm of your heartbeat. Every moment becomes a teacher, every breath a reminder that life is happening here, now. When your awareness expands, so does your compassion. You no longer rush through life chasing the next thing. Instead, you savor what already is. Practicing mindfulness is not about escaping the world, but engaging with it more deeply. It is choosing to live with intention rather than impulse, to see rather than simply look, to feel rather than just exist. The calm you seek does not lie in changing your surroundings. It lies in changing the way you move through them. Each moment, lived fully, becomes a piece of eternity. When mindfulness becomes a habit, you discover that true happiness was never far away. It was hidden in the quiet attention of the present all along. Detaching from unnecessary desires is one of the greatest acts of inner freedom. Most of the suffering in life arises not from what we lack, but from our endless craving for more. The mind constantly whispers, "I'll be happy when," and that chase never ends. Desires themselves are not evil, they are natural, but when they control us, they turn into chains that bind the spirit. The more we chase, the emptier we feel, because desire feeds on dissatisfaction. It convinces us that peace is somewhere in the future, never in the present. Detachment does not mean you stop caring about life or lose your passion. It means you no longer let your happiness depend on outcomes or possessions. You do your best, but you remain calm whether success comes or not. This balance is where real strength lies. When you free yourself from the pull of constant wanting, you begin to notice how beautiful the simple things are. The laughter of a friend, the stillness of evening, the quiet rhythm of your breath. Life becomes lighter, and your heart more open. The world often teaches us to measure worth through status, wealth, or admiration. But the one who is content within needs none of these to feel whole. Detachment gives you the ability to walk through life with peace, because nothing external can shake the stability that comes from within. It is not about having less, but about needing less. When you let go of unnecessary desires, you make space for gratitude, clarity, and joy. You stop chasing the illusion of fulfillment and start living in the truth of contentment. In this state, your soul breathes freely, untouched by the ups and downs of the world, anchored only in the calm center of being. The discipline of gratitude is one of the most powerful habits that can transform your life from within. Gratitude is not just about saying, "Thank you," for the good things. It is about recognizing the value in every experience, even the difficult ones. When you begin to see life through the lens of appreciation, everything changes. The same ordinary day becomes a gift, and even pain becomes a teacher. Gratitude softens the heart and opens the mind to see abundance where others see lack. It reminds you that peace is not found in having more, but in noticing what you already have. Each morning when you wake up, take a moment to feel thankful for your breath, for the people who care about you, for the strength that keeps you moving forward. These are blessings so easily overlooked, yet they hold the foundation of a meaningful life. When gratitude becomes a daily habit, it rewires your thoughts and emotions. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you begin to honor what is present. This simple shift creates contentment and joy that no material possession can equal. Gratitude also humbles you. It teaches that everything you receive, every meal, every friendship, every opportunity, is not a right, but a gift. When you live with this awareness, pride fades and compassion grows. You start to treat others with more kindness and patience, because you recognize the shared fragility of life. Even in moments of hardship, gratitude helps you find peace. It does not deny pain. It transforms it by revealing the lessons hidden within. A grateful heart can see light, even in the darkest hour. The more you practice gratitude, the more life seems to give you reasons to be thankful. This is not magic, it is perspective. Your outer world begins to reflect the peace of your inner world. Gratitude becomes a quiet prayer you carry in your soul, reminding you that every breath is a chance to begin again, every challenge a step toward wisdom, and every moment, however small, a sacred opportunity to live fully. When you live in gratitude, you live in harmony with life itself, and that harmony becomes the foundation of lasting happiness. Simplicity is the foundation of lasting peace. In a world that constantly tells you to want more, do more, and be more, simplicity is an act of quiet rebellion. It is choosing clarity over chaos, presence over pressure, and meaning over materialism. When you simplify your life, your thoughts, your surroundings, your desires, you make space for peace to enter. Complexity breeds confusion, but simplicity nurtures calm. It allows you to see what truly matters and release what doesn't. A simple life does not mean a life of poverty or lack. It means living with intention. It means recognizing that true happiness does not come from accumulation, but from appreciation. When your mind is cluttered with endless goals and comparisons, you lose touch with yourself. But when you strip away the unnecessary, you return to the essence of who you are. Simplicity brings balance. It gives you time to breathe, to think, to feel. It helps you slow down enough to actually live, not just exist. The practice of simplicity also extends to how you speak and act. When your words are honest and your actions are kind, your life naturally becomes lighter. You no longer waste energy pretending, competing, or chasing illusions. You begin to find beauty in ordinary things, the silence of morning, the warmth of a smile, the rhythm of your own breath. That is the magic of simplicity. It turns the smallest moments into treasures. The less you hold on to, the more freedom you gain. In letting go of excess, you discover abundance. A simple life is not empty. It is full of meaning, peace, and gratitude. When you live simply, you stop running after happiness and start walking with it, quietly, in every step you take. The practice of self-reflection before sleep is a habit that shapes the soul and purifies the mind. Each day, you encounter countless moments, some peaceful, some painful, and without reflection, these experiences pass without meaning. Taking a few quiet minutes before sleep to look inward allows you to understand yourself more deeply. It is not about judgment but awareness. You ask yourself simple questions. How did I live today? Did I act with kindness? Did I speak with patience? Did I stay true to my values? This gentle examination turns every day into a lesson, every mistake into a teacher. Self-reflection helps cleanse the mind of unnecessary weight. Instead of carrying regret, anger, or anxiety into the next day, you release them through understanding. It allows you to forgive yourself for what you could not do and to commit to doing better tomorrow. In that stillness before sleep, when the world grows quiet, your thoughts begin to settle, and the truth of your heart rises to the surface. You begin to see patterns, where you have grown, where you still struggle, and that awareness becomes the path to transformation. This practice also nurtures humility. You realize that perfection is not the goal. Progress is. You learn to appreciate even small steps of improvement and to handle your flaws with compassion rather than criticism. Over time, nightly reflection becomes a sacred ritual, a bridge between your present self and your better self. It reminds you that every day is a chance to begin again, to realign your actions with your intentions, and to end the day with peace. When you close your eyes after honest reflection, your sleep becomes lighter, your mind clearer, and your heart freer. It is in those quiet moments of truth that real growth begins. Consistency in small good habits is what ultimately shapes great destinies. Many people wait for the perfect moment to begin, or the grand opportunity to change their lives, but true transformation happens quietly, through small actions repeated every day. A single drop of water may seem powerless, yet over time it can carve through stone. In the same way, simple habits, done with sincerity and discipline, build strength, character, and peace. Consistency is the bridge between intention and accomplishment, between who you are and who you wish to become. It is easy to be motivated for a day or two, but real growth demands patience. The mind often craves quick results. Yet the soul understands that progress takes time. When you show up every day, even in small ways, practicing kindness, mindfulness, gratitude, or discipline, you are planting seeds of change. Those seeds may not sprout overnight, but they will grow silently beneath the surface. The beauty of consistency is that it does not rely on perfection. It relies on persistence. Missing a day is not failure, giving up is. consistency also builds trust within yourself. Each time you keep a promise to your own heart, you strengthen your inner foundation. You begin to believe in your own ability to stay true, even when it's hard. That self-trust creates confidence and peace. Eventually, what once required effort becomes natural, a part of who you are. The small good habits you nurture shape your thoughts, your choices, and ultimately your destiny. Greatness is not found in what you do once, it's built in what you do repeatedly. When you stay consistent in goodness, life rewards you with quiet strength, unshakable calm, and a deep sense of fulfillment that no obstacle can take away. Thanks for watching.